Ever think kids break stuff? They don't just break toys. They break adults with questions so innocent, so blunt, even Google pretends to buffer before answering. Every parent feels prepared until their kid throws one impossible question in public. These innocent ambushes reveal truths we avoid. Stick around because number one is the exact ambush that probably ruined your morning coffee once. Number 8, where do babies come from? It's the classic trap. A child asks it during a Target run, loud enough for 3 strangers to turn their heads. Suddenly biology feels like contraband. Parents panic and summon fantasy mode. Stork's magic or you'll know later. Others craft odd analogies. It's like explaining Amazon Prime shipping instead of human biology. Cute, maybe. Accurate, absolutely not. Imagine your kid repeating this during kindergarten show and tell. Thanks, Mom. The real reason, adults fear the balance between truth and protection. They worry biology will overwhelm, so they dodge, stall, and pray. And if stumbling through baby origins feels rough, wait until your kid asks if your family is rich, usually while pointing at your minivan in the Walmart parking lot. Number 7, are we rich? Sounds harmless, right? But it slices through pride and insecurity like a blade. Kids ask bluntly, no filter, right to the heart. Parents scramble, define rich, compared to the neighbor, compared to Tom Brady's paycheck. Suddenly wealth feels relative and exhausting. Imagine your kid pointing at your old Corolla, asking why his friend's dad drives a Tesla. That innocent question turns dinner into an awkward economics lecture. The truth. Richness is context. To some, you're thriving, to others, you're struggling. Kids expose that relativity without mercy. Adults prefer silence. And if money questions sting already, wait until your kid casually asks why people even have to die at all. Number 6, why do people die? Few questions silence a room faster. A child asks it during bedtime, teddy in hand, and adults suddenly forget how to form words. Explanations drift into vague lines like it's natural or metaphors about forever sleep. Truth is, death scares adults too. Picture telling your kid their goldfish is in fish heaven, while hoping they don't ask about grandma. Humor helps but rarely shields. Children aren't seeking philosophy, they're asking why endings exist. Adults dodge because answers expose personal fear. Silence becomes louder than words. And if death already knots your stomach, wait until they hit the next landmine. Why humans fight wars when everyone claims peace matters. Number 5, why are there wars? Your kid spots news on TV. Tanks, soldiers fire, then comes the bomb. Why? Simple word, impossible answer. Parents mutter something about disagreements, but wars aren't playground squabbles. Try explaining greed, power, or history to a 7-year-old. It's like turning geopolitics into a bedtime story. Imagine comparing an invasion to not sharing toys, realizing it's funny and horrifying simultaneously. Wars show humanity's contradictions. Craving peace but choosing conflict. Kids expose the hypocrisy instantly. Adults fumble with narratives, hoping questions fade. And if wars already feel impossible to justify, wait until your kid asks why people look different and why some are treated unfairly. Number 4, why are people different colors? Kids notice skin color long before adults are ready to explain it. The question is innocent, but history makes it heavy. Parents hesitate, voices stall, eyes dart. Science is simple, melanin and adaptation to sunlight. Social reality, far trickier. Imagine your kid asking why classmates tease someone darker. Biology can't cover centuries of unfairness. Adults realize the question is about justice, not pigment. Silence becomes its own confession. Children see difference but don't link it with value. Adults do, and that gap is hard to admit. So we dodge, fumbling toward comfort. And if awkwardness about skin already weighs heavy, wait until your kid innocently asks why two boys kissing at a wedding shocked Uncle Joe. Number 3. Can boys marry boys? This curveball lands at family dinner. A kid asks without judgment. Adults freeze, some staring at turkey, others suddenly fascinated with mashed potatoes. Explaining love should be easy. Instead, adults load it with cultural baggage. Some stumble through different families. Others celebrate diversity. Imagine explaining marriage equality while dodging family politics at Thanksgiving. Kids don't see taboo, they see hugs and affection. Adults project the rest. Children aren't born with rules about who can love. They just want fairness. Adults wrestle with culture and tradition. And if marriage questions already split the table, wait until your kid asks why adults chug bitter coffee every morning. Number 2, why can't kids do that? Kids constantly spot double standards. They see adults driving, sipping Starbucks at midnight, or skipping chores, and they ask, why can't kids do it too? Parents panic. They mumble about safety or responsibility. Try explaining why bedtime is sacred for kids but optional for adults. Imagine your child glaring while you crush Doritos at 1 a.m. Hypocrisy becomes obvious and kids never forget. Rules protect, but they also expose inconsistencies. Adults improvise logic and pray it sticks. Kids call the bluff instantly. And if hypocrisy about rules already makes you sweat, wait until they drop the Monday bomb. Why school even matters. Number 1, why do we need school? This is the Monday nightmare. A kid asks while dragging their feet, backpack heavy, face grumpy. One question kills the carpool vibe instantly. Parents scramble. To learn sounds weak when kids can Google everything. To prepare for life feels abstract. Try convincing a child math worksheets shape their future. Good luck. The truth is school builds discipline, friendships, and problem solving, but selling that to a tired 8-year-old is harder than calculus itself. School isn't just knowledge, it's practice for life's routines. But kids won't buy that pitch. Adults sigh, kids resist, and the standoff repeats weekly. And that drops us right into the bigger thought: kids' innocent questions aren't silly. They're mirrors reflecting adult confusion. Kids' questions seem small, yet they cut through adult defenses like lasers. They reveal the contradictions and half-truths we use as shields. Here's the twist. Children don't expect polished speeches. They want honesty, or at least effort. Maybe their awkward questions remind us that adults still wrestle with the same mysteries, just with fancier excuses and higher bills. So what if we stopped dodging? Imagine a world where adults admitted confusion, laughed with kids, and learned together. That vulnerability might be the real education. Drop your childhood nightmare question in the comments. Like or share if you've ever frozen mid-answer. And subscribe, think of it as your survival hack for the next round of kid interrogations.